Victory is assured. Autobots never admit defeat.
Within multiplayer, there is a lot going on, right? If you've played Call of Duty before, there's a level up system that's going to be kind of familiar to you, but it's all got that Transformers twist to it. So you're earning experience points, you're unlocking new weapons, skills, abilities, and then choosing a build to make, how you want to make that Transformer be in multiplayer. On top of that, you've got all the visual customization that the Transformers fans have been clamoring for, and we've got 4 classes in multiplayer. This is where we're really different. Each one unique with unique weapons, skills, and abilities to them. The 4 classes are the leaders, the scouts, scientists, and soldiers. The leaders, they're the trucks. They're big and tough. They've got skills that are about the team. Scouts are the cars. They're fast, but they can't take a lot of damage. They can cloak, meaning turn themselves invisible, and do lots of cool stuff. Scientists are the jets, and they're kind of like that meta level of the game. They can fly around, obviously, but they can also disguise themselves to look like they're on the other team. They can use a repair ray. They've got an ability that's called Drain. They can steal health from other people.
What amazing power! I must have it for myself!
And then finally there's the soldiers. They're the toughest, and they got the biggest weapons, and they are the tanks. And so they are just that raw damage output and can take a bunch of punishment. But even within them, you can make some choices about what weapons do I want, skills, and abilities. The 2 campaigns, Autobot and Decepticon, are completely different from one another. They're different stories, different levels, different everything. Different characters, all the stuff is new, right? Different bosses, completely unique levels in both. And they have very different tones. You know, the Autobot campaign is often about hope and kind of bringing light to Cybertron. And the Decepticon campaign is pretty brutal and it's pretty dark. So different gameplay styles, not just levels and story, but different gameplay styles in both of them.
Right behind you, Doc.
So there is the story, or the campaign mode as we call it. When you're playing through the campaign, if you're not playing in co-op, you've got 2 AI buddies. They'll go with you through the whole level, and they are smart. They will do things within the level, move to the area that you're supposed to move forward. They will repair you if you take damage. But you don't issue commands to them. They're actually, in and of themselves, pretty intelligent. Where it hits a whole nother level of fun is co-op. And so I can play with up to 3-player co-op in every single level, even the boss fights.
How are we supposed to get through that armor plating?
Stop whining and start shooting, break down!
And it's drop-in, drop-out co-op, so you don't have to kind of back out to the front end. If I see you're online and we're friends, you can just join into my game seamlessly. And when you leave, AI take back over. The competitive component of multiplayer is where we've logged the thousands of hours of play testing, right? We're using the Unreal Engine, which is a great engine for multiplayer. We've been about multiplayer since the beginning. We're grounded in core gameplay, third-person action, and to that we layer in transformation and vehicles and skills and abilities. Most of our maps are team-based, so really think about it as 5 versus 5, map-based with a variety of different kind of modes.
And stay down!
Most of our gameplay modes are grounded in the traditional gameplay modes that you're kind of used to. Team deathmatch, capture the flag kind of stuff. Except they've all got that Transformers twist to them because you can transform. You can move so fast that the tempo of the game is different than other games that you're used to playing. The strategies that you're going to use, very different than other games you've played in multiplayer. When you go into multiplayer, you're coming equipped with 2 weapons, 2 triggerable abilities, my vehicle weapon, and my grenades. So you got a lot that you walk into a multiplayer map with you.
That's what you get for picking the wrong side!
Obviously, we knew from the beginning we were making third person. We knew we needed vehicles. So instead of looking at that as a hindrance, we kind of grabbed onto that as a differentiator and something we could shine at. You know, I think Gears of War is a fantastic game, and they've got great controls. It feels really good in that third-person shooter to use the controls. And they, at this point, have become the standard accepted best third-person shooter controls, in my opinion. So we didn't muck with that. We use what works and we apply transformation to that. Using those controls, we then applied that to the vehicles. All the controls from robot to hover mode to boost mode, exactly the same for the truck. Now ripple that across every vehicle type. They're all the same. When you think about it, even a jet, when I go into boost mode, is functionally exactly the same. All the same controls, all vehicles, very seamless. We wanted to make sure you transform a lot.
Autobots win the match.
We're coming out on June 22nd. and we're coming out on the 360, PS3, and on the PC.